Yo, listen.
Yeah. That 806 The Show episode come out.
Yo, what's good? It's the 806 Show. It's your boy Jiggy.
Dímelo, Jesse.
Are you tired of these whack radio commercials? Go.
Hey, this is Evelyn, and you're tuning in to the 806 Show.
Shout out 806 The Show.
Talk to me nice.
Tune in every Thursday to the 806 Show.
Yo, 806 The Show.
Shout out to 806 The Show.
At the 806 Show.
806 The Show.
Hey, this is Sol Maria. You're now listening to 806 The Show. Survive. Yeah.
That's my boy.
D-Man, you already know what it is. This is your boy Melly Melon. This is the best day in sports podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. We got a fantastic episode. We got a Salem fighter in the building with us. Another boxing, another fight episode. We always love the fight episodes.
I know, I definitely enjoy the fighters when they come on.
I missed the last one.
I know, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
You did miss the last
That
one.
was a good one.
No sad. Honestly.
But before we get to him, you know the drill. Co-host. My co-host to the left is still waiting for the fight between him and T-Pain to be agreed on.
I can't wait for that fight.
The biggest obstacle stopping that fight from happening is that T-Pain has no idea who he is. Make some noise for Ari G.
I really want him to respond.
I think it's inevitable now. Like it's in the universe and it's gonna happen.
He keeps talking shit about T-Pain. I always tag T-Pain in everything he says.
One day.
You're gonna see eventually.
T-Pain's petty enough to respond too.
I know. One day he's gonna say something.
Survive.
And
Me in Tallahassee.
Oh man, that fucking
Tallahassee.
Dude, that fucking.
Our co-host to the right will be hosting his first 4th of July cookout.
Let's go.
With his brand new grill.
That's true.
And we're all looking forward to it.
Let's go.
No jokes, no punchline. I'm
All
really
right.
looking forward to it. Make some noise.
Great girl.
It's not funny when I wrote that, I was just like, he's gonna think I'm making a joke or something. But I'm really looking forward to a nice little cookout.
Good girl.
It's gonna be a good
Nice.
time.
I used to all my vacation.
Real.
And our special guest, August 14th.
Let's go.
He will show no mercy.
Yeah.
He will take no prisoners.
Let's go.
Make some noise for
go.
Dennis Beast Mode I need a check for that shit, bro. I'm getting good at this shit. I'm gonna make that a clip. Someone
Bruce
needs to give
Buffer over
me
here.
Because they're like the new Bruce Buffer. Like,
bro. I don't know how they do it because my voice hurts.
do they have that in boxing? And like
They do.
Locally though.
The
Like,
announcers?
ring
announcers?
Yeah.
You could definitely get into that. Absolutely. We can definitely look into that. You got that voice. It was so official, bro. I didn't even want to interrupt you. But it's July 14th.
What I
You
say?
said August 14th.
My bad.
I couldn't even interrupt.
July 14th.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that
The
slide.
7 and 8, you know, I be messing up. Honestly, I messed up a lot. July and 8, August, like 7 and 8, I always fuck that up. But welcome to the show, sir. I know it's been a while. I know we've been trying to get you here for a couple times, but you know what? When it happens, and timing is everything, and I'm glad we have you here today. So before we get into your career and your boxing fight coming up, a little boxing talk.
Box talk.
So we're going to start with our thoughts on a fight that happened, I think, a few weeks ago? Haney versus Lomachenko. Did I get that right? I always mispronounce names.
Oh yeah, I think you got it right.
Loma.
Did you say Loma?
Yeah. Amazing fight.
Yeah, that was a good
Amazing
fight.
fight.
I was just saying, like, maybe because I'm not like a super fan, so maybe for a boxer, the technician, it was dope to watch, but it wasn't really any knockdowns. You know what I mean? It wasn't any like. I feel like everybody was pretty even until the end, where I believe Loma pulled ahead. But what do I know? I just watched 10-minute highlight of it. To me,
I didn't watch the whole fight, but
bro, them fights be like midnight, bro. I can't do that.
facts. No, it'd be like a 1 a.m. by the time it
Loma was
starts.
killing it though,
But-
the whole time too. Like always applying pressure the whole fight. So it was kind of like a shock when he lost.
But I
that
think
fight.
it wasn't a shock because this happens.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the
This
time.
happens
So it's
very
like-
often. Yeah.
At that time, you're like the initial, like
like,
what, and then you're like, yeah.
Unfortunately, the business of boxing, man, it destroys the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately.
For sure.
It always
For sure.
does. Like it always destroys. Like I always say that about basketball.
You know what I
also.
honestly don't like? I don't like judges. in any sport. I don't think judges should ever decide anything. Because you got human people. You got how much are these judges paid? What does a judge make in salary? What if a boxer offers some 50 G's to?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
It happens. It happens.
Shit.
This is back in the day with the mafia and shit. And as old as boxing is, you know what I'm saying, there's definitely been rigged fights as long as it goes. I wouldn't say that was a rigged fight.
I wouldn't say rigged, though. Just like,
but it was very close.
Yeah, right.
It was very close. Devin Haney did have a strong 12th round, though. He did have a strong 12th round, but it was like dead even for me, damn near. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Lomachenko was he was landing the more eye-catching shots because he was like more successful with the headshots.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas Devin Haney was going more to the body and more
killing the
But
body
what
shots.
I noticed, the main thing that I noticed when I was watching that was every time, like the reaction to each other's punches. Like you would see Haney like react to them shots.
That shit
whereas
hurt.
Lomachenko would get hit, but he would still keep coming forward.
Oh, right.
So I did kind of edge it towards Lomachenko. I ain't gonna lie.
That's who I had too, but
So
I don't know how like the points work as well. Like when like certain body shots or certain strikes or certain.
one thing I know is you get 2 for getting knocked down, 2 points. That's the only thing I really know. Other than that, it's just who you think wins, right? 10 against 9. Or if you think a boxer completely like destroyed him that round, you can do a 10-8. But like usually,
If you get a knockdown, that's the only way it's gonna be a 10-8, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so a knockdown automatically makes it a 10-8. I mean, even like the Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rashidi Ellis, that's
Shout
my
out
boy.
Rashidi.
So like his last fight against Roman, I forget the guy's full name, but bro, he won too many rounds.
Oh, yeah.
For that knockdown
my
to make
God.
the difference, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I was so fucking heated.
remember we
again, it's
watching
the
that.
politics. It's the politics, you know.
that's tough.
It's also I feel like a lot of the judges will score a body punch or a body blow differently because he did a lot, obviously every time, but it was like Loma was get hit and literally shift and keep going. So it wasn't like he got really moved or anything or rocked, but he had all the body punches. So statistically, like playing chess, like Floyd basically. Floyd plays the chess game rather than actually trying to straight up brawl you and knock you out.
I don't know. It's hard for me to not see it as a business move because think about it. You got how old is Haney? Young, undefeated.
Maybe like 23 or something.
And you got Loma, who's like 35, on his way out. It's much easier to be like the up and coming star. Like you trying to. I think judges are like they're looking at future fights and
24.
future money and making future fights, and it's much more money if that O is next to his record.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Someone who's already taken a couple L's. Yeah, that's one side of it. It's not even, I mean, it's like the judges obviously impacted a lot, but it comes from higher up. You know what I'm saying? The promotion. Promotion, you know what I'm saying? So like Top Rank. You know what I mean? They want to keep doing business with Devin Haney, so it's kind of in their interest. But even Bob Arum at the in the press conference, to Lomachenko was like, "You won that fight." I don't know. So I don't know where. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So what I
Haney's,
call,
money
and
stretches
again,
long.
I'm not. I know boxing, but I'm not super intelligent in it. But my opinion, I call this the Mayweather effect. That zero is so important now. The boxers. Well, back 80s, 90s, you took some losses because you fought the best, back and forth. You get them back. Now, because of Floyd and that 51-0 or 50-0 looks so great that everybody wants that.
That's always worth a lot of money. Always worth a lot of money, man.
That's crazy. And then
Yeah, but then again, you pick and choose who he's fighting.
a lot of boxers do.
Exactly. I don't like that part. I like when you want to fight me? Let's fight. That's it. See who's the best. Next round. Next person. Keep going like that. Like a ladder situation.
Like anyone.
Like any other UFC does. Like UFC fight.
Wait for you to
It's not
10 years
negotiating.
older.
I'm pretty sure you don't negotiate UFC. Like Dana White said, you fighting him because you guys, you're the champion and he's the number one fucking contender.
but you still gotta
It's like
agree to
fucking
it.
wrestling. When The Rock would face Stone Cold in WrestleMania because they're the two best. Like
That's the one thing that I
should be
think
common sense.
the UFC got over boxing right now.
Is that? Is that?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They always got the best fighting the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, UFC fans are so loyal because they constantly getting the best of the best. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's like, we're over here, all that picking and choosing has really pushed people away from the sport, you know?
Yeah, and,
Facts.
and the fact that we keep pitching and choosing. So when you have a 28-0, we're like, I didn't see you fight 28 times. Who the fuck did you fight?
Because 18 of those are people in local boxing. You're like, oh yeah, that counts. But like you're fighting us. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
padded records. That's what they call it.
Just like in Creed, when Adonis went to Mexico and fought in a little bar and he got like 18 wins in there. And then they counted that when he fought for the title.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It counts. It counts.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
It's a professional fight. It counts.
It still counts.
But I mean, that part, you know what I'm saying, is just part of the business, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's kind of, it helps out the fighters to be able to, you know, ask for more money, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's prize fighting, you know what I'm saying? So you will see that early on in almost every fighter's career. You'll see them fighting nobodies, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? Respect to anybody who gets in that ring, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But you'll see that early on because, bro, the business of boxing, bro, they try to lowball you so bad, man, when you try to take these fights, bro. You know, you'll go in. The only time you're getting paid good money is when you expect it to lose. Just remember that.
That's crazy.
I told you that. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So, you know, you got to get that record up so then you can be like, yo, this is my worth. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, so.
Yeah, that's funny.
Always looks good to have a 30 versus a 30, you know. Both of them like, all right, there we go. Let's put 2 champs. Let's get it.
Yeah. And speaking of that, yo, that's a great segue, Josh.
Right?
2 champs.
2 champs. We're both undefeated. Crawford against Spence, baby.
Wait.
That's going to be a good fight, man.
What?
Again, I might say this like 6 more times in an episode. I'm not a huge boxing fan, but I'm going to watch this one.
Yeah.
I might have to take a nap, maybe some Red Bulls. You know what it is? I can't watch it at home. I have to be somewhere. I'm not going to make it.
You got to be somewhere else.
So if I'm home on the couch, it's a wrap.
Too comfortable.
It's too comfortable. I need to be... What? Did you say pause?
Too comfortable.
Oh, they said pause. I'm like, what did I say? I need to go to like a watch party or something like that to watch the fight. But yeah, probably one of the biggest fights since.
Great fight.
I mean, we just had a big one with Garcia and Tank, but
good fight.
I think this one is going to be huge. So don't get me wrong. Again, Spence is he got in a car accident, right?
Animal.
How reaching to get
bro, you know about the car accident?
Did you see? I saw the video.
Launched from the car. What? Bro, lost like I don't know how many of his teeth. They had to get implants and everything.
Yeah,
bro.
like it was like a Ferrari that flipped like 6 times, bro. He's lucky to be alive.
How long ago was this?
Amazing comeback. Amazing
few
comeback.
years.
Yeah,
I
want to say about 2-3 years.
Yeah,
right?
a few years back.
And then, homie comes back, and his first fight is against Danny Garcia. Homie didn't want to take no tune-ups, bro. My man. I was in a car accident just February 26th of 2022, and I mean, you know, I try to do the same thing. I came back like 6 months after and had my first fight coming back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go my way, you know what I mean? Against Joe Cusimano, who actually just fought Adam Kaunaki, and he just beat him by knockout. So, you know, big fight there. Congratulations to him. But it was like, bro, like, I got hit with a body shot because I got hurt, and a couple of my ribs got hurt.
Yeah.
From the car accident. 6 months after a car accident, bro, you shouldn't be in the ring. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like that was the only thing keeping me going. Boxing was the only thing keeping me going. So I was like, but again, going through it, I don't know how this man's doing that, bro. I don't know how. He got launched from the car, bro. My car accident was bad, but I mean, his was terrible. Hats off to Spence, my man. That dude's he's different.
Was a machine.
Right?
The boy's a machine.
He's here for a reason, dude.
So
that's why he's gonna win this fight.
I was gonna say predictions, but clearly, so the styles are definitely a little different.
Right.
Spence looks like more the brawler. He brings the action more to you. I think Crawford is a more technician. If I'm right.
Yeah, I wouldn't just say, you know, Spence isn't so much a brawler. You know what I'm saying? He's a technician as well.
Yeah.
But he is like the enforcer.
Yeah.
Right? He's always imposing his will. You know, he's not a type of dude to be taking steps back. Like, nah, bro. He's gonna come forward and he hits. Bro, this man breaks bones, bro.
He does it hard.
I think what's his name? Ugas, his last opponent, I believe. He was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, something like that. I forget. He had a broken nose, broken.
He said in an interview,
broken ribs.
Spencer's like, and he said it like he really was. It scared me because Spence said it. You know how people obviously their job is to sell a fight and their job is to talk shit about. But Spence said something that he seemed concerned when he said, he's like, yo, I really hope I don't break his face too bad. I'm like, he seemed really concerned.
Talking about Crawford, right?
Yeah, I was like, God damn, he sounded concerned. I hope I don't hurt him too bad, bro.
He throwing those jabs though the entire fight. I read it was like he throws more jabs in a fight than Crawford throws all punches in a fight. So it's like he's gonna hit you.
That says a lot. That says a lot because that's not even his strongest point. His body work is
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he's most known for is his body work. His body shots are relentless, bro. Nobody goes to the body like Spence.
Right?
He get you in that shell and just unloads.
Oh my god!
Yeah, cover your face. See what happens.
Yeah, but I mean Crawford. I mean, bro, that fight is just it's literally 50-50.
I was thinking when I was watching and doing my little research on both of them, I was like, I can't even decide who's gonna win this fight.
Coin flipping. That's what the fights we live
That's
for.
the best part.
I'm going 51-49 Spence just because he's the naturally bigger man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In his body of work, as far as like. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, bro. He's
both
strong.
Undefeated, right?
Yeah.
But Terrence Crawford is strong too, and he's a former wrestler. So that's where, he was a wrestler, bro. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? He did wrestling too. So it's like, if you know anybody who's done wrestling, which your Salem High, I know they had a wrestling team.
Yeah.
Dudes are always, their shape is crazy. It's just next level.
Right.
But yeah, that's a tough one to call. Like I said, I got a 51-49, just slightly edging it to Spence. But I can't wait to see that fight, bro. I have no idea how that's going to play out, man.
I can't even, you think it's going to the distance?
I hope so. This dude I looked up on YouTube said that this is like going to be the next Hagler Hearns.
It's so tough to say.
And I absolutely love that fight.
Yeah.
This is going to be the equivalent to one of the greatest fights of all time. That's tough to say.
I really hope so.
Bro, I mean, this is like the biggest fight probably since... I don't know.
They said Mayweather-Pacquiao. That's what I heard.
That was late, though.
Listen, I mean, Mayweather-Pacquiao, the hype was great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? Like we're excited to see it. By the time we got it,
it's way too late.
It did not live up to the expectation.
Right.
And maybe that's because Mayweather executed his game plan so well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why. So this fight will definitely surpass that. I promise you. I don't know if it will in pay-per-view buys, but this is definitely going to be a way better fight than that.
Yes. I can't fucking wait. I'm sorry. Yeah. I can't wait for that because I end up watching the big fights. The Canelos or even Rashidi. I watch all of them. Whenever they fight, I end up falling asleep maybe the 2 fights before. Wake up perfectly in time.
Wake up right in the morning.
Perfect.
That's a skill right there.
And it works out every single time. I got enough rest. I'm good. Go whole rounds. Got it. And I can't wait. You guys all can come over.
Yeah.
Get some drinks. Food.
I'll be asleep on the couch. You let me know who wins when we wake up.
But that's something that I can't wait for. And even my wife's excited for it. I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it. Let's watch this.
That's dope.
It'll be a great fight.
It's nothing. It reminds me. I know, the
whole family watching the boxing match.
Was the hype, but it reminds you of going to a fight party and just having everybody react to every
Yeah.
Bro, that's fun. I haven't done it in a while. I've been awake for a while, so I'm gonna try definitely on this one.
I've been awake for a while.
I was at a party for the Tank Davis fight, and that was a good one. Because Tank was a fucking...
I don't think I watched it.
I was at home.
the Garcia versus Davis? Yeah.
I think I fell asleep.
That was a fight that went almost exactly how I thought it would go.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of I told you.
Yeah, I saw
Tank's that dude.
Yeah, I mean, that fight right there was just that rehydration clause was really... can't respect that,
I'm glad you brought that up. Because I've heard that a couple times around. For us who are not in the boxing world, explain what that means.
All right, so when you are cutting to make weight, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these fighters, I want to say that Ryan Garcia maybe walks around, let's say 160. Maybe I'm a little off, you know what I mean? 5 pounds either way. Walks around about 160. They agreed to make the fight, I believe, at 135. Yeah, 135. Because he fights at 140. So what he normally does is, let's say he cuts 20 pounds, gets to 140 for the weigh-in, then he rehydrates. Okay? The next day, no limit. So he might go right back up to 160. So he's in that, you know what I mean, on fight night at 160 versus somebody who might be rehydrated to 135, 145, rather.
Right.
Okay, so you got an advantage right there. Where now the main thing to understand is when you rehydrate, the last thing to rehydrate is your body. I mean, your brain. Yeah. So your body rehydrates first, your brain rehydrates last. So therefore, it's going to be, you might have little delayed reactions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it makes a big deal. It makes a big deal when you limit how much somebody can rehydrate. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. So that's the main thing is your focus. Your level of focus is not going to be the same as if you know what I'm saying, were able to rehydrate fully. So I think that he only let him rehydrate maybe 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. So
and he barely
killed himself
did it.
to make that weight.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to, fight night, so they weigh in the night before.
Yep.
And then they weighed in again the fight night.
I've never seen that.
Exactly. And made sure that it wasn't no more. than 10 pounds rehydrated.
And he barely did it too. Like he got like 10 pounds, like 0.1. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, so you know what I mean? Like it's like when you already going in there pretty much kind of fatigued.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're feeling a little bit dehydrated. You don't feel like your normal self. Then you get hit with that liver shot. You get hit with that liver shot.
And I heard he had like broken ribs already, like in camp or something.
They said it's like someone leaked it to Tank. They said
somebody did injure him. It was a Filipino boxer, I think, or something like that. Oh. And homie even made a video after the fact. It was just kind of like, hey, Ryan, are you okay?
Oh, for real?
Bro, after the fight.
Jesus Christ.
And that was kind of like what everybody was like, oh, this is the dude who leaked it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? I forget exactly what he said, but he just like made a video and was just like, hey, Ryan, you lose to Tank. Are you okay? I think he told him, he said it in the thing. He's like, I hurt you in sparring or something like that. And then he was like, he really had the nerve to ask him if he's okay. Like, bro, why you got to do that publicly, though?
Yeah.
You a messy dude.
Yeah, it's business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, money talks.
That attention.
injury or not, bro. That shot will put you down.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I would have hurt regardless.
You might have got up a little bit, but like that hit.
So we got. Did you say Spence?
I got Spence.
You said Spence by a hair.
Yep.
Josh, who'd you got?
I got Spence too, but I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford got it.
Honestly,
Yeah, me neither.
because
Counterpuncher.
boxing is a business. The first fight, draw. So you
Imagine.
So we do it again. You do it all again.
Put that bet down. Just cuz.
I might put the money on the draw.
Just 'cause.
Because usually that's the most.
I'll tell you this much: if it's a close call, before we get a draw, I think it'll be they'll go to Spence because Spence definitely generates more money.
Okay.
So you're looking at the business side of it.
Yeah.
He definitely
So there we
generates
go.
more money.
Keep in mind.
I feel like just because we all pick Spence,
Crawford's gonna win.
Crawford's gonna win.
Yeah,
It's gonna be such a chess match, man.
I know. We have a habit. We have a habit of jinxing people.
We did just jinx him.
Every time.
I'm gonna go on a limb, on record and say that I'm predicting Spence by knockout, man.
Really?
By stoppage.
Knockout.
By stoppage.
Okay.
That boy hit hard, man.
Chop
I
the
bet.
tree down.
And you know what? Boxers are known for hitting the hardest, the heavyweight division, and we do have a heavyweight here. So let's talk. The heavyweight champion of the world used to be the most famous person in the world. And now, I think the heavyweight division is a little resurgence the last like 5-6 years. Because I remember the
Boxing
early
in general
2000s kind of
has been,
dead.
like-
It was more the Mayweather time and the middleweights. But now, you got the Furies and Anthony Joshua's and stuff like that. So, just the thoughts on where the heavyweight division is now. I believe, I can't keep track how many fucking, the Fury's a champion of one goddamn belt. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like for a couple years, it was like really, buzzing. When Joshua was undefeated, Deontay Wilder was undefeated, everybody wanted to see those fights.
Right.
Andy Ruiz came and, upset
forgot
Anthony
about that.
Joshua.
Big one.
A lot of respect for Andy Ruiz. I think people kind of already counting him out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how you do that? How you come through, boom, blast this dude. Anthony Joshua, then you don't train for the second fight, my guy. Like, but it happens.
He just got the bag.
Bro,
He
he got that title. He was drinking,
Started
chilling,
partying.
partying hard. You
He
heavyweight
didn't look like in shape in general.
in the beginning.
Second-
The second one, he
Either
definitely
one.
wasn't.
Either one.
Like, how'd you even?
He looked
My man
barely
had the
more
Snickers.
interested.
Legit.
But yeah, man, as far as Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying? He kind of dropped the ball on that. Then you got Deontay Wilder losing to Fury 3 times. 3 times. I was actually there for the trilogy, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Vegas.
dope.
Me and my pops went out there, so it was a dope experience. His first time ever being out of Vegas for a major fight, and that was like the first time in like 30 years or something like that. So we definitely had to make a point to get out there. But
Have you been to a bunch of Vegas fights?
No, that's the only one I've ever been to, man. Only one I've ever been to.
That's a good
Wilder
one.
Wilder with the legs. The government
Yeah,
with
bro.
spaghetti legs.
So then honestly, I would say the Fury's the reason that there's been a little bit of a decline in the heavyweight division.
He's just fucking
playing on the
everybody up?
games, bro.
Yeah,
He's playing
I
on
feel
the games. Like, bro, hurry up and fight. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real,
Like,
he hasn't fought in a while, right?
Yo, Usyk Alexander. Let's talk about that guy.
Is that the young kid?
No.
Usyk is the Ukrainian dude.
Yeah.
He's Lomachenko's boy. Like they're like right hand.
Those Ukrainians, those motherfucking Ukrainians, bro.
That boy
strong.
is different, man.
They're supposed to
I think he's the best heavyweight right now. You know what I'm saying? Jared Anderson's another one that's up and coming. He's a young one, young gun, but that's definitely somebody to look out for. But as far as Usyk, I honestly feel that Usyk will beat Fury.
Oh, okay.
If Fury was that confident that he could beat him, they already would have made that fight.
Yeah.
Bro, what's stopping you from getting, you know what I mean, undisputed, bro? Like, we need an undisputed heavyweight. What are you doing? 6'9", damn near 300 pounds, bro.
Yeah, right.
He's over here trying to fight UFC fighters.
Yeah,
chasing the bag. Everybody's chasing the bag.
And John Jones, the contract came, I guess, like last week. They sent it
to Fury, but it had to be in the octagon. He ain't going in the octagon.
No. Especially
John Jones taking him down.
Oh, man.
Immediately.
Yeah.
That would have been ugly.
Choking him out.
That would have been
happening.
That's funny. All right, quick question. This is a tough question. This question is going to be mostly just opinion. If you had to pick who is the best boxer pound for pound in the world right now, that means any weight class, who would be your pick? Whoever has an answer can go first.
It's definitely going to be between after Crawford and Spence fight. That'll tell you right there.
Really?
In my opinion, absolutely.
Okay.
So I was looking up the lists, and they were like 1, 2, and 3 always on everybody's list. At least those 3 spots, and they got Usyk as 1 for most of them.
I don't argue with that. I definitely don't argue with that. That Canelo shit, they need to stop that. That Canelo talk, come on, stop that, bro.
Like, I love Canelo, but no.
Nah. But yeah, Usyk, I would say Usyk.
Who's he ducking? Isn't Canelo ducking somebody?
Yeah, Benavidez. He's ducking David Benavidez. Who else? I think that's the most famous one. Our man from Rhode Island, Boo Boo, Andre. Demetrius Andre.
Fight him.
Absolute savage. Absolute savage. That's a dangerous fight. A lot of people don't want to take that fight. Charlo was just talking about taking that fight, and I found it interesting that Canelo ended up, now all of a sudden Canelo and Charlo were talking about taking the fight. Charlo been trying to fight you for years, bro. Like, now all of a sudden they're about to fight. You don't want that light? Like, man. It's tough.
It's always a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got sell tickets.
Charlo's one of my favorites. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Charlo's explosive.
I'm actually excited for like that Canelo fight for
Charlo.
And then Jamal. I can't remember if it's Jamal or Jamel. One of them actually trains with a Dominican cat, Joan Guzman. Y'all familiar with Joan Guzman?
No, but tell us about it. We support here at the 806. If we find out if there's a chess player who's Dominican, we will. You know what I mean? It don't matter. We'll support. Who was the one time we're rooting for somebody, and then we found out like
for the Chiefs
30 minutes before they're like, "Yo, this is Dominican on the team." We're like, "Oh, for real? Well."
We know the Chiefs and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We were running for the Eagles, and all of a sudden we realized there was a Dominican on the Chiefs.
That's Dominican. That's us. Right there. We get it.
So tell us more about this Dominican fighter,
Joan Guzman. And I can't remember exactly what weight class he fought. Usually, like he was a lightweight, but I mean, this dude was. I'm not sure if he was undisputed at one point, but that boy's a beast. So the Charlo that's undisputed champion, that's who he was training with, leading up to that last fight when they did the rematch. Forget, look up on BoxRec. Joan Guzman.
How much?
47.
Who, Joan Guzman?
Yeah.
He's no longer fighting, but he's a trainer.
Yeah, featherweight, lightweight.
He was one of the what was it?
Featherweight,
and lightweight. Yeah, absolute savage. So I mean, his defense is just like. There's no parallel to that. And he's definitely contributed a lot to the undisputed Charlo. I can't remember who Jamal. Is Jamal? Yeah.
The one that's fighting Canelo? That's the one that's
guessing it would probably be the one that would be fighting because Canelo would want to fight the undisputed brother. I would assume, right? You know? But yeah, so as far as that goes right there, I mean, if it's that Charlo.
Yeah. I actually like the
Canelo
one that lost.
Jamal.
I remember seeing.
Jamal undefeated.
Yeah, Jamal. Jamel is like.
Is that who you taking as your best in the world right now, pound for pound?
Who?
Is Charlo's who you taking?
Nah, I wouldn't take that. I wanted to say Tank Davis after I saw that fight.
I want him to fight.
I was so impressed by it. I was like, because I was the one going for Garcia the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody else was going for Tank Davis. They're like, nah, you're crazy. I'm like, whatever. And I watched this fight. I'm like, oh.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
Gervonta's a great fighter, but I can't give him, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
when you're doing rehydration clauses. I'm sorry, bro. I can't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Great fighter. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I love his style. Very exciting. But you know what I'm saying? If you're that confident confident in your abilities, you shouldn't have to do a rehydration clause, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's just he's just a small guy.
Exactly.
He's just a small guy.
Mayweather tricks now.
Yeah, well, you learn from the best.
Where he came from.
But he's fought at 140 before. There was no reason for the rehydration clause, in my opinion, man. You know what I mean? He just didn't want to give this dude any type of edge.
He definitely looking a lot skinnier.
Do they have in the contract the rematch, or is that not going to happen?
No, definitely not no rematch.
I don't see a fight. I don't see them fighting again.
It sucks because it had so much potential in it.
Garcia got to fight someone else, and just find his way back up to the.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia never should have. He never should have agreed to that. He got very eager for that fight. It was, that was like one of the biggest fights that he could possibly have in his carear. Like, why rush it, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get paid. You're gonna get your money.
I said that we had Kyrie Todd on here. And
that's my boy.
Shout out to him. He had another canceled fight, which sucks. But we're definitely, next one he fights, we'll definitely try to get in there. But he was, I lost my track of thought. What was I going to say?
So we were talking about Gervonta, and you said we had Kyrie on here. I mean, I know that he's, I know that he's trained with like Calvin Ford and stuff. I don't know if you were going to go down that road.
Where was I going to go with that? Damn. All right, we're going to move on. That's crazy.
Lost train of thought. Okay.
All right. Well, enough of me talking. Let's talk about it. Clearly, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's get to the boxer we have here, which is you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
First, origin story. Where did we come from? How did we get here? Because obviously you didn't start young. This is later in your adult life.
Absolutely.
Which is more different than most boxers. Most, people come from the beginning and
training their whole life.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you make the decision to start boxing?
All right, so my father was actually a Golden Glove champion in 1971. He won the Golden Gloves.
Okay.
So he's the one that was definitely planting the seeds, you know what I'm saying, in my head as I was young, but he was always working a lot. Him and my parents, they were just always working. So they never was able to get me to a boxing gym, but it was something that I always liked, you know what I'm saying? I always listened to his stories. So it's just one of those things that I was just always like, I don't know. I felt it inside me. Like I know I'm a fighter. Plus, I always used to fight. Y'all remember me when I was young?
Yep.
I was just always fighting for no damn reason. I don't know what was wrong with me.
Like to fight.
A fighter.
When I saw you in the boxing ring, I was like, I'm not surprised. Good for him.
I think that's a lot of people. Yeah. Fast forward, I'm like 15, 16, we moved to Lynn. So, obviously y'all know I grew up in Salem until I was 15. Parents ended up moving to Lynn, rent just started getting too high out here in Salem. So boom, we moved to Lynn. Bro, Lynn just like full of like this gang culture that we didn't have in Salem, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a little bit of a culture shock for me, being dropped into that. But again, I'm still cut from that fabric where I'm just like, bro, like I don't care that you're in a gang, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you step to me, bro, I'm gonna step back.
If you want to fight, I have a fist.
So long story short, I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but I just got, started to get into like some scuffles and stuff like that on the street, dealing with some unnecessary BS. And then my mom's was just like, bro, we ain't doing this. So she started going crazy looking for gyms, you know what I mean? I remember she brought me out to like Somerville, but obviously that was going to be too far. And then she ended up stumbling across Rivera Brothers Boxing, which was in Lynn, on the Lynnway at the time. So that's what actually me and Kyrie started over there together. Rashidi Ellis, Akeem Ellis, Rashida Ellis, who's an Olympian.
Yes.
So that was a start, 16, 17, which is still very, very late. Got into it, but I was still dealing with things, on the street or whatever. So it was just like I couldn't fully be focused. You know what I'm saying? A lot of distractions. Then at like 23, I had my first amateur fights. So I ended up winning the Rocky Marciano tournament at like 23, I believe. Then I was going to do the Golden Gloves, and I ended up tweaking my back. You know what I'm saying? So now I had to take a step back from it. And then from there, ended up having my first son and, just really fell away from it.
Life happens.
Fast forward 11 years, which is right at the pandemic. So like 2020. So all of a sudden I'm like 277, bro, at the beginning of the pandemic. And then I started really researching the pandemic, and I'm like, bro, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that's dying is all health related. It's all, you know what I'm saying? It's all related to your diet. Yeah. Now, the ironic thing was that a year before that, Nipsey Hussle had passed away, March 31st. For me, what I remember was like right around March, the end of March is when the shutdown happened. Yeah. So I went down this rabbit hole when Nipsey died. I started looking into Nipsey. I'm like, this doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So when I look into Nipsey's about to drop the documentary about Dr. Sebi. A lot of people don't know that. Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
we would talk about it, but I like my life. Because everybody who talks about that motherfucker don't make it. So I'm a
Lisa Left Eye Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
It won't be 806 a show, that's for sure.
Nick Cannon ain't done nothing with that documentary.
Where's it at?
We have 16 seasons of Wildin' Out, though.
Yeah. So, you know, I went down the rabbit hole of Nipsey, then, you know, boom, stumbled upon Dr. Sebi. I'm like, damn, all right, research Dr. Sebi. So now I'm like a year into, like, you know, kind of researching Dr. Sebi when the shutdown happens. So now I just start applying the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that I got from doing that research, and I started applying it, and then I just started running. So, mind you, I'm like two weeks into like going to the gym, shutdown happens. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? I already dropped like 10 pounds. So I'm like, I was like depressed for like 2-3 days. And I was like, damn, you know what? I'm going outside. I'm running. You know what I'm saying? Started running. So I started running outside, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I couldn't even make it up the street at first.
Oh, shit.
Again, I was like 260, you know, 260 something at the time. And, you know, I ended up losing like 30 pounds within like 3-4 months. So this is, again, you know what I'm saying, March, shutdown happens. So let's say April, May, June. So when June comes, I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? 33 years old, you know what I'm saying? Age of Jesus died, if that has any relevance, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The awakening came. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I said, you know what? We got one last shot. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do it, I got to do it now. Yeah. Shorty was not with it. Shorty was like, no, it's not the right time.
What you mean? We got a kid and we
Sorry.
For real.
Gotta follow my dreams, baby. I gotta follow my dreams.
Yo, but like the pandemic was like a big reset for a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people had to.
And I got back into hooping. Fucking, there's people that got back into playing sports outside, running. I bought a bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shit like
Shout
that.
out to Marathon Mania. I believe that he got started.
Same way.
We went on a run together, and you know, he was kind of telling me his story, and that was you know, around the same time that he started getting with the running. Because I started putting up like videos of, you know, me just hitting the bag. I bought a punching bag in the backyard and everything. Boom, boom. Just started doing my own thing. Stay consistent. Shout out to my homie Black. You know, he was going on the runs with me. You know, I would do mitt work with him and stuff like that. You know, and we just get it in, burpees, whatever. Bro, just backyard workouts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Running, grinding. And so come June, I'm like, damn, bro, you know, I really got to do this. Yeah. You know, another thing too was like my son, you know what I'm saying? My son was, can't remember exactly how old he was then. We were 2023, he's 9 now, so he's like 6 years old. So, you know what I mean? It was also that part, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what else can I do, you know what I'm saying, to kind of really inspire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
The little one, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what better that can I do than to chase a dream and let him see me chasing a dream? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big motivator. That was a big motivator. I was like, you know what? I got to do this. On top of it, my pops, he's getting back into the boxing scene down in DR.
Oh, for real?
He ended up doing, so it was just like everything was coming. I'm telling you,
universe, bro.
When the universe got something for you, bro, ain't nothing gonna stop you from getting to it. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I like I said, I lost all that weight. I ended up reaching out to Kyrie. I reached out to my boy Cristobal Marrero. Shout out to him. And I was just kind of like, yo. First, I reached out to two of my, you know, old trainers. I reached out to Rivera brothers. You know, I couldn't really get a hold of them. And then I reached out to Riccardi. But again, it's made shutdown, bro. So, you know what I mean? They probably just wasn't really doing nothing with it. So they ended up, Kyrie and Cristobal both gave me the same name, Hector Bermudez. So he puts me on they put me on a Hector Bermudez. You know, I think I looked him up on Instagram. I didn't even have an IG at the time. I made an IG just to like reach out to him. Reached out to him, sent him a message. He didn't even get back. I was like, damn. So like the next day, you know, I go to sleep. After like, you know, I'm checking, nothing, bro. I wake up the next day, look, still ain't reach out. I'm like, damn. So I go back on his IG, look at the contact. Phone number right there. I'm like, call this dude right away. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? You know, this is me. You know, I'm Dennis, blah, blah, blah. I gave him the whole rundown. I'm trying to get back into it. He's like, oh, all right. He's like, yeah, we're in, I think they was in Braintree at the time. I can't remember exactly. I think it was Braintree. So he's like, I was like, all right, when can I come through? He's like, yo, come now. I was like, got in the whip. Just like that, bro. Just like that, you know? So I went out there, got a little workout with the guys or whatever, and then that was history, you know what I'm saying? Started going over there. Mark DeLuca was training out of there. He's, you know, big local fighter.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Abraham Supernova, Ray J Bermudez. You know, there was a good camp. Francis Hogan. So I was around a lot of solid fighters. You know, solid professionals.
Yeah.
You know, so it was very inspiring to be around them and just kind of help me get focused.
Right.
So yeah, we went down that route, and so that was in June, and in trying to think, it was 11 months. So that was June of 2020.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, shutdown year
2020, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So then 11 months later, bro, after I come back to just training,
right,
I ended up making my pro debut, which was funny because me and Hector had a conversation, and I was telling him that, you know, like, hey, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, I think maybe like 6 months I can, you know, make my pro debut. He's like, nah. I'm like, okay, maybe a year? Nah. Bro, homie told me straight up, and I respect him to this day for that, because he gave it to me blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, based on what I'm seeing, I don't even think you should do this. Straight up like that. But you know what? It's the best thing that he could have you know, said to me, because it made me have to question myself. How bad do I want this? You know what I'm saying? And I remember he sent us on like a 45-minute run, bro. It was my first time ever running 45 minutes. I'm running, and all I'm thinking about is like, yo, this motherfucker, he don't know who the fuck. Like, yo, he obviously don't know me. Yeah. So long story long, 11 months after I come back and start training with homie, I ended up making my pro debut down in DR.
Word.
You know what I mean? So we exceeded, you know, everything fell into place. That first fight was actually, to date, I would say it's probably my best fight. You know what I'm saying? It was my best fight because I faced the most adversity in that fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the first and second round was like kind of learning what this dude was doing, because he came out thinking from Santiago, bro. Homie came in, guns blazing, bro. But he was like kind of like a brawler, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what the hell's going on, you know? Then on top of that, the canvas was like slipping, so I'm like slipping on the.
Sounds like PR to me.
Bro, I felt like twice on the canvas, bro. So it was just like boom, and then all of a sudden the third round, you know what I'm saying? I started catching everything and clapping them, catching, clapping them, and then finally ended up knocking them out. I ended up putting up a meme from I don't know if y'all remember Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
When he fought Tommy Hearns. He was hell, literally. You look at the two pictures and that's exactly what it was. Homie ended up on the rope. I see you, my nigga. Yo. Yeah, bro. So that was like, you know, the best fight. And it was such a surreal experience to have that first fight on my father's first card. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was your father's first card?
My father's first show.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, I had to overcome some injuries right before that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even sure that it was gonna, but I was like, nah, I gotta be on that. I gotta be on that. So that was the beginning, man. The return, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Back to the sport.
Awesome. So I was looking through your record, and the last fight you had.
Yep.
Why you hit that man so hard, man? Like, why you have to hit that man so hard, bro? I was just like, oh, damn. Oh, shit. How was that last? I must have felt good. Yo, like, we've gotten, like, in our lives, when we were younger, we've gotten into little scuffles, and
it happens.
Well, how does it feel to literally, like, it must feel great to literally just put a man, because you hit that boy or that man hard. That was a first round, right?
First round, man. First round. Minute like 38 seconds, I think, or something like that.
God damn.
He went down four times.
Yo, legit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Homie was making his debut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I respect him for taking the fight. You know, he took the fight on last minute notice because my original opponent ended up getting like arrested in Florida or something like that. Like, of course he's in Florida. That sounds about right. You know, like as much as I appreciate him and I respect him for taking the fight, at the same time, it's like I can't let you survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful to me to take the fight on short notice, and then for me to let you survive making your debut is like that's a no. You know what I'm saying?
No. So I messed up on it before the Kyrie quote, but I'm gonna give you one now, Kyrie, because he said the same thing. What did he say? That he's like, yo, you have someone in front of you who doesn't belong there. You take him out as quickly as possible. You don't waste your time. At the end of the day, it's a fight. You're like, oh, this dude don't know what he's doing. He catches you real quick.
It only takes one punch.
It only takes one punch. So you don't play with your food. And sir, you did not play with your food. That boy was
that boy out of there.
Who was there to eat?
Yeah. What weight you fight at?
So I'm a heavyweight, and in my last fight I was 235. Currently I'm probably like about 240. You You know what I mean? Most of my fights, I've been right around there, 237. My fight coming back from the car accident, I was actually only 215, and homie was 235. So he had 20 pounds on me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 240, 235. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. Feel more powerful than ever. So.
As long as you feel light enough and as much power.
Exactly. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel strong, but you want to feel light. You don't want to be feeling sluggish and you know, lethargic.
Yeah, absolutely. So this next fight, July
there we go.
14th.
July 14th.
Who are you fighting? Where are you fighting?
Okay, so I'm fighting a gentleman by the name of Jonathan Gruber. Jonathan Gruber just came up off of a win against a guy named Justin Rolfe, who's out of Maine. And Gruber, I believe, is originally from New York, but he's fighting out of. Where is it? I forget where he's fighting out of, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, you know, from what I hear, homie's he's a little bit of a dirty fighder. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I'm like, okay. I like that. Okay. I don't gotta feel no mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna really put it. I'm gonna be looking to put this man out just as fast, if not faster, than the last guy, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So definitely gonna be a night to remember. You know, get your tickets now.
Yeah,
get your tickets now.
We'll post all the information. We'll definitely promote that for you. So you're in training camp now. Break us down. I like all you. We've had a couple fighters on here, and I always like to ask this. Yeah. Like, during training camp, walk us through your day. What time you wake up? When do you train? You know, just walk us through a normal training day for you.
Okay. So I mean, obviously, I just had my son, so it's a little bit unorthodox right now.
Congratulations.
But yeah, I mean, you're gonna wake up 5, 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Do your at least 30 minutes of cardio. You know, come back, get some rest, get some food in you. So we're gonna do that on a fast, and then you know, come the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. Get to the gym. Gonna be there for about 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Hour and a half to 2 hours usually. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, those are our sparring days. So we're looking to, you know, spar about 3 times a week, you know, in a perfect world, you know. But yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I mean, obviously you do some strength and conditioning and stuff like that too. But I mean, listen, I wish I had the luxury to just focus on boxing. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I'm, you know, full-time dad, you know what I'm saying? Also working, you know what I'm saying? Full-time job.
I think that's more impressive because, like, you know what I mean? Like,
difficult right there.
Well, you have a full, like, it's hard for me to sometimes do this show and do all this stuff, but I have a full time. I love how people really believe, like, oh, you do that. I'm like, dude, you know, I work. Like, I have, we have jobs, and like, we can't just. But that's why it's awesome that you could be a professional boxer and still be a full time dad and still work. Kudos to you, because
it's not easy.
I'm tired for you, to be honest with you.
It's definitely not easy. You got to have a passion for it. You know what I mean? And you know, that's the thing about fighters, bro. That's why I respect it. You got to respect them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's only natural, right? As people, you know what I mean? You're gonna have that fear, uncertainty, and doubt kind of creep in your mind every once in a while, and it's like you gotta get up and go. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about fighters and boxers. It's like, you know, despite that creeping into your mind, you know what I'm saying? Even right before the fight, sometimes you might get that jitters, you know what I mean? But we still go into that fire, despite, you know what I'm saying? Despite. So that's the difference, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I love it, bro. I love it. You got to have a passion for this.
It sounds
Don't
like
play boxing, that's for sure.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
got
about
to
drive.
respect it.
Absolutely.
And one more question about the fight. So on July 12th, 14th.
July 14th. Yep.
July 14th.
14th.
July,
what is it? The Castleton Banquet Center? It's called the Castleton Banquet Center, 58 Enterprise Drive in Windham, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So what does fight day look for you? You wake up in the morning. How does that? Is it kind of like the same thing as? I mean, I'm assuming you're not sparring or anything like that.
No, yeah. So the last week of the fight, you know what I'm saying? We don't, you know, you're not definitely not doing any sparring. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your cardio. You're running. You're going in doing some pad work. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the bag lightly a little bit. And then fight day is really mostly just relaxation, bro. It's mostly relaxation, and that's kind of the hardest part is like the waiting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like all day, you're just kind of like, all right, I just want to get this done with. I just want to get in there. I just want to get in there. You know, so but yeah, it's pretty laid back, man. Pretty laid back. The you know, before the fight, that's kind of the hardest part too, because it's like you're relaxing the whole day, and then you got to get yourself revved up. You know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself revved up right before the fight.
Listen to any certain music or any artists that.
Yeah, Nip. I don't stress out.
Common. Yeah, it's very common.
I don't stress out.
That's what I was. Kyrie was big on Nip. That's what I forgot.
Yeah,
that's what okay, that makes sense. That's what you're forgetting.
Sorry, my brain sometimes.
Like though when you
forgot
train of thought.
Yeah,
we were talking about Nip. Okay,
that's what it was. Yeah, it was a big Nip guy, and seems to be a common thing with fighters.
Man, like that concept is dope.
It is a dope concept.
Absolutely,
it's very relatable. You know,
do you guys have intro? You come out to a song,
bro? They don't. Over at the Castleton, they don't want you to use any music with swears.
You're literally fighting.
It's like, bro, y'all serving alcohol.
This is a gladiator fight.
I'm watching people beat each other up.
This is a gladiator fight.
This is violence. Hey, what are we talking about? You know? Yeah. So had to pick a song with no swears. So I actually ended up going with my boy Fats, Big Picture Fats. Shout out to him. Went with his track, one of his songs. I apologize, Fats. My fault. I think it's the Motherland, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so it was it didn't have any curses. It was good.
You know what I would have done? I would have picked a song in Spanish. Y'all don't know what the hell this is. I would have been Bad Bunny.
You don't know what we're talking about.
You don't know what we're talking about. They wouldn't have known. That's funny. All right. We have reached my favorite part of the show. The DJ Boca set of questions.
DJ Boca.
Survive.
And do this every week. The DJ Bofka set of questions is a game we play at the end of every show. It's a pretty simple game. I give you two options. And you choose one or the other one.
Either a red pill or blue pill. Please don't pick the orange. Please don't pick the purple. It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
A, B, don't pick a C.
Go.
No C's. First question is always the same. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Let's go. Pretty simple. I love when there's no thought. There's no hesitation. It's...
Bam, I'm ready. Next.
The episode's coming soon. The Jordan versus LeBron.
There's no need. It's like there's no need for that episode.
I don't think Adio's going to show up for that episode. He's he's so against it.
Because it's just like this, it's so unnecessary. It's like...
For you.
No, for like... You see the tally? We got on the Jordan side?
True.
He's like, you're like the 60th person to say Jordan. We got like 5 people on this side.
7.
It's crazy. Like, why?
We're not gonna ignore that. Like, that's a subject online. Like,
but
I'm not just making that up.
I understand if it's 50-50, but if it's 60-5, like
7.
60 to 7.
Ariel has a day off on that episode.
There's no debate.
I love when Shaq had like a debate with somebody. It was like some host. I actually just saw it the other day, and he was just like, the dude was like going off in a tangent. He was a younger guy, and Shaq was just like, "Bruh, how many rings did Jordan have? You know what I'm saying? How many championships? That's it. You know what I'm saying? End of discussion.
Should be. All right.
Should be.
Should be. Yeah, it's the internet. The internet gave everybody an opinion now. Social media makes everybody think their opinion matters when it doesn't.
Ours do.
Only ours.
My opinion doesn't matter
at all. Ali or Tyson?
Ali or Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Gotta go with Ali.
See? I would go with Ali too.
World's greatest. That song alone.
That's a good song. We sung that for our 7th grade graduation.
And mainly, like, that's the thing with Ali, you know what I'm saying? Even with Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's inside and outside of the ring what he was able to accomplish, you know what I'm saying? The way that he shocked the world, you know what I mean? First with Sonny Liston, and then with George Foreman, you know what I'm saying? He went into fights where he was literally expected to, like, you know what I mean? Die.
Killed. I don't think people understand it. They literally thought Ali was going to die in this fight. They literally thought this man was going to kill him.
Hard.
And, you know, he might have...
Did someone pull a gun on him?
Who?
Yeah, Sonny Liston.
Sonny Liston did. Yeah, I believe.
He had blanks. He actually shot it and everything. I was like,
I was like, God damn.
Ali so quick he dodged that shit.
He ran like he ran for the hills.
Oh, fuck, I would run too.
I would have ran too.
But I always say about Tyson, of course, people think I'm a hater because I always say the same thing about Tyson. He never won the big fight. He never won. He didn't beat Holyfield. He didn't beat Lennox Lewis. He didn't have his biggest fight. Not that he didn't win a big fight, but the biggest fights the pay-per-view ones, the money makers, he lost every one.
I mean, he beat Larry Holmes, you know what I'm saying? But it was an over-the-hill Larry Holmes, you know what I'm saying? Tyson was one of the most explosive, and I think he really could have been one of the best fighters.
If
Cus D'Amato didn't pass away.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? After Cus D'Amato passed, you know what I mean? He got into the wrong hands, Don King, and, drugs and all that, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he just got led down the wrong road. But as far as bro, who have you seen come out with a style like Tyson ever since? Nobody has done the peekaboo style like Tyson. You know what I mean? And Floyd Patterson did a peekaboo style, but nobody did it like Tyson, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There has never been another fighter to execute that style of fight.
Yeah, his height and weight at the heavyweight. You're smaller than everybody he faced.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Done.
And my favorite thing about it, because obviously we're in our 30s, all of us. We remember a time where Tyson was fucking insane, and it's beautiful to see that. I didn't think he was gonna make it this long.
Yeah,
I'm happy to see he's alive. He's happy. He's thriving. He's he got bread. He's doing his social. He's doing his podcasting. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Because 10 years ago, that
you can tell he's more at peace.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that marijuana and them shrooms is keeping my guy.
Funny what that does to you.
Yeah.
You see, he's selling edibles. The years.
Yeah.
Genius.
He's selling weed edibles, shit like that.
Genius. They're like gummies, but they have an ear bitten.
It's
Genius. My God, bro.
Genius.
Wow.
It's marketing.
Yes.
That's marketing.
I wonder if he's giving Holyfield a cut.
He is.
I think Holyfield's involved.
right?
I think Holyfield's involved on this.
The picture I saw was both of them standing there, and he what the hell? And
You watched that? I'm old enough. I watched that. I remember watching that fight. I think I watched that live.
My first fight I ever watched was Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, and
What year was that?
I was a kid.
97,
I won't say
98.
that's the one. The first time I went to a boxing party with all your uncles and everybody was there.
That's how we learned. I wasn't there because I wanted to watch the fight. I was there because my parents didn't have a babysitter or some shit.
So all the kids were upstairs. Yeah. And I heard that giant eruption. Like, what happened? Comes down. Like, oh my god! That made me love.
I do wish I was around for from 86 to 91 when Tyson was just you literally had to
murdering
be
people
in front of your chair. See, it would have been perfect for us because we like to go to bed early. Tyson would have had us in bed by 11:30 midnight, nigga.
Boom, perfect.
Hey, good job, Mike.
Good job.
I gotta work in the morning.
Right, facts. All right, next one.
Oh yeah.
I forget. I always forget where.
The both guys set a question.
Chicken wings or steak tips?
Right?
I feel like I haven't stumped somebody in a while.
That was a weird one.
Steak tips. If I ever, I usually go with steak tips. But Bonchon chicken wings?
Ooh.
Have y'all had Bonchon?
Yeah, man.
Sir,
So
I have an event
there it
every
is.
year called Wingsgiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where people, to enter my house, have to bring 20 wings of somewhere. It can't be, if I get from
Can't be
Bonchon,
duplicates.
he can't get, he has to get sidelined.
Got you.
So we know about Bonchon wings.
I've been there for the last 3 years.
Bro, I was going to Bonchon when Bonchon was in Brighton, 123 Brighton Ave.
Jesus Christ.
Brighton? Yeah, Brighton. No, Austin, but it was 123 Brighton Ave. Still remember? Yeah, man. I was faithful.
They're good.
Are you addicted yet?
They're every
Yes,
year.
I am.
Yes, I am.
Here's my money.
Right? Take my money.
Big ear Pac.
Pac.
Let's go. I knew you were gonna say that off the nips.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah, I mean lyrically Biggie, but you know what I'm saying. As far as like
Spirit,
depth, yeah, you can't really.
I'm a Tupac.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
What are you?
Pac just speaks to your soul.
You always go see.
Jay-Z over here.
I believe Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time. But if I'm picking
wasn't the
between
question.
Biggie and Pac, I'd pick Biggie.
Biggie.
That's just me. But what do I know?
That's fair.
All right.
You have your own opinion.
In their primes, let me say this in their primes, Mayweather or Pacquiao?
I was one that definitely believed that Pacquiao would have taken that.
If it happened when it was supposed to happen?
Yeah, when he was coming up and, like moving up these weight classes now, I definitely don't discount that he may have been, you know what I'm saying, using some kind of enhancements. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he definitely. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
I mean, he was coming up, moving up weight classes, knocking dudes out. Like, bro, like, you don't,
weight classes?
dude, you don't, huh?
8 weight classes?
Yeah.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. So, I mean, with the enhancements, I would say Pacquiao. Without the enhancements, I would still say Mayweather.
Right.
I just wish he was more aggressive in that fight. I feel like he just tried.
Pacquiao?
Yeah, he tried to play like Mayweather. Like, no.
Oh, Mayweather made him play like. Yeah.
Fight like Pacquiao. Don't fight like Mayweather.
One of my favorite fights is when he fought Canelo Mayweather, because that was like, if you want to learn how to a perfect fight, watch that. Because Mayweather, it was literally like masterclass, like literally, and that was the most where we were like, oh shit, we get on Mayweather a lot from ducking fights. Canelo was a little too young at that point, but he took the fight.
I'm not really hip to. I'm not really with that argument that he was too young. I mean, how many fights did he have at the time? He had a good amount of fights this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you called for the fight. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Y'all was asking for the fight. This is too young. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Mayweather made him look like a little child, and then the fact that Mayweather made him look like a little boy, and then Canelo went to like dominate the next 10 years of boxing. It kind of shows you like,
because he took a lot from it.
Yeah, he learned a lot from it.
You can tell, like
head movement.
I've never seen him boxing frustrated as much as he was frustrated. Boy was hitting air every time.
You were just there.
Like air. I might go home and watch that tonight, bro. It just air. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And then Canelo moving up all these weight classes, you know what I mean? It's funny because he'll be like, oh, I'd kill Mayweather now. It's like, no, bro, you still wouldn't, bro. Because, with Caleb Plant, he was still having the same issues, bro. It was, you know what I mean? Until he caught up to him, you know what I'm saying?
Because he broke Caleb Plant's whole eye socket.
Did he?
Yeah. Right?
He broke his orbital bone?
Was it?
It was Caleb Plant, right? Yeah. Then he fractured his whole face.
Out of my knowledge. All right. So these, if you are paying attention online the last week or so,
I need to know.
These two guys kind of called each other out. So I have a question for you. In a fight, Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg?
Let's go.
So that's the thing. Like, I don't know anything. I've never heard of anything about as far as Elon Musk doing any type of training. But I do know that
Zuckerberg fucking people up.
He was just competing in a jiu-jitsu tournament or something like that. Yeah. So I gotta go with Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm more of a fan of Elon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta go with Zuckerberg on that one, man. I mean, I don't know.
I think that it would be one of the. When I saw that, I was just like, this fucking world is fucking crazy.
What I will say
is possible at this point. Like,
you got to give Elon Musk props for this. He's the one that called the challenge. He's the one that called him out.
He actually does do Brazilian jiu-jitsu too.
I saw.
He grew up doing it.
He grew up doing it.
Yeah, I think
he does judo as well. I see a picture of him doing a judo.
It's like three different.
I got to go with Musk.
Bro, he's like, I'm gonna choose Musk as well, just for the fact that he's like 200 and like.
Well, if you're gonna fight, they're gonna pick a weight, but yeah, he's a big guy.
They can't pick a weight.
What do you think? They're not professional fighters. They're not going to cut weight.
Mark Zuckerberg's like 140. This dude's like 2. Yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg's
he's bigger than that now.
I don't know why, but I imagine Zuckerberg being like a tall guy. No,
I think he's like 6'4".
I only say that because I saw like
he looks like a lanky guy.
I saw like the what's it called? The matchup, like where it shows like their reach and their fucking.
Oh yeah, tail of the tape.
Okay, what's the tail? It was just like the weight difference was crazy. Like,
but this is not a professional fight. They're not gonna make him cut weight. Like, you're not gonna make a billionaire cut weight.
It's gonna be probably MMA.
Why not?
So there's gonna be a lot of. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of groundwork because that's what they know.
Yeah, they're doing the mixed martial arts, not just boxing.
Not boxing.
No, MMA. Yeah, MMA.
They all they really know is Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
You know what's crazy? Americans would buy that shit. That shit will be popular.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna outsell most boxing matches.
It's already gotten to the hands of Dana White. I was watching a podcast and Dana White was the guest, and he was like, "Oh, I actually got a phone call with a meeting with Elon Musk in like 10 minutes." And I was just like, "Damn, this dude's already
fucking around."
Like, imagine they made that happen.
A man who is a billionaire who has all these businesses, that man has a lot of time in his hands. So you notice that? Elon Musk?
What happens when you're a billionaire?
No, a lot of time in your hands. $2 billion.
Mark Zuckerberg too.
Like, bro, don't you just have to run one of the biggest social media platforms in the world?
Like, no,
you just taking
it. Right.
Yeah. Hired the right people.
He's like sitting in his office like, damn, you know what I should try? Jiu-jitsu. Just trains for 8 years with the best jiu-jitsu
fucking
teacher.
love this shit. I'm about to
No,
compete.
a lot of celebrities do it.
Yeah.
Probably a good way.
You know,
Yeah.
Al Bundy from fucking
Married with Children?
Yeah.
For real?
He's like almost like, well, I don't know if it's a black belt, but whatever the highest one is, he's that in jiu-jitsu. He's won multiple tournaments.
I think once you
What?
reach
What?
a certain,
Didn't see that one come, right? Didn't see that one come.
Again,
once you
Tom
make
Hardy
money,
too.
once you have enough money to like you're good. You don't have to worry about money. You kind of just look for shit to do, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
just, like Snoop Dogg, who just does different life challenges.
Wiz
everything.
Khalifa became like a kickboxer.
Yo, Wiz Khalifa does that shit too. Yeah, bored. Motherfuckers just bored and rich.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a good way to exercise, you
Right.
know? A fun way.
All right. Rush Hour movies or the Friday movies?
I like the first Friday movie. Next Friday wasn't bad. The last one that lost me.
The Christmas one?
The Christmas one.
My favorite Christmas movie of all time.
watch it on Christmas.
You gotta watch it on Christmas. We watch it on Christmas all the time.
Or the Rush Hour movie.
And we laugh like it's the
The
first
Rush
time.
Hours are good too. My mom loved Rush Hour.
My
too.
mom, yo,
Like,
you know
she
what?
was a great.
I would say
Spanish
Rush
people
Hour.
really love Rush Hour, though. Spanish people fucked with Rush Hour.
I watched it in Spanish at your house with your mom.
It's Spanish.
Because you watch it on Telemundo.
Oh my god!
Man, I love this movie.
That's so
I mean, that tells you a lie. If Rush Hour made it on Telemundo, you know it was better.
Yeah, true. That's a good argument. I don't think I can beat that argument. I don't think I can ask that question anymore. I think that's
Case closed.
Case closed. Rush Hour it is.
They're both getting a fourth movie coming out too.
Yeah, I'm both gonna be trash. All right.
Half their jokes can be said.
I know, that's a thing. Whatever. We have to deal with it too. I can't say anything I want on this mic. I can, but will I like
It edits.
Yeah. Oh, we've had to edit before, trust me. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
He gets chosen a lot.
It does.
I mean, he just got like if I had to be one or the other, I would definitely want to be Batman. My man got the Batcave, the Batmobile.
He's also a
He got
billionaire.
all the gadgets.
All the girls.
It's hard not to pick Batman.
He's
Like,
living
okay,
a
he
good
can't
fucking.
fly, but he can glide.
Close enough, bro.
I can make a jetpack. I got a bat wing. I can fly on that shit.
Exactly, yo. Homie got the light. They be calling my man. Like,
Josh,
yo.
I'd be upset if I didn't ask Josh this. Little sidebar.
I was like, hey, my turn.
Superman an actor has just been picked for Superman. Josh, what are your thoughts on?
I think it was perfect.
I don't know do you know the guy's name?
Yeah. Oh, something like. Nah, I got. I know who he is, and he looks kind of like Henry Cavill. So it's like he fits the Superman look.
Just like him.
He's scrawny now, but so is Henry Cavill before he actually did the movie. So if this guy bulks up,
I'm trying to get on one of them actor diets.
Corn sweat.
corn sweat, yes.
I'm trying to get on one of those actor diets where they bulk up like that.
Well,
like,
those diets are only for like 6 months. When you film it, then you're done. Right? Like he can definitely, if he
He could do it.
more,
He's got white boy, blue eyes. You can be Superman, bro.
he has that strong jaw. Like, he could do it.
He got a bulk up.
He seemed real thin though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying? Like you
the
think of
problem
Superman,
is,
he's like,
as
bro.
soon as he says yes and signs it, they throw him into the gym, and he's not allowed to leave until he's 40 pounds of
Feeding
muscle.
them steaks
People-
after steaks.
You forget that Henry Cavill was a really skinny dude.
Yeah.
He used to be small. In the movie with the Greek warrior, I forgot what movie it was. Immortals. He was tiny. He was ripped, but he
I didn't even know he was in that.
skinny.
Even
he was the main guy in Immortals.
Even
Love
when
that
he
movie, too.
bulked up, I still feel that's too skinny for a Superman. I understand.
Did you see the first movie?
Bro, he was huge.
The first scene of the movie, I was like, "Yup, that's Superman." He was shirtless and
like walking around
carrying that goddamn oil rig. Like, that's Superman.
That's Superman right there.
bigger?
Bigger, bro. He's gigantic.
Bigger.
Oh, and this
Superman
has,
is supposed
this
to
has
be
nothing
like-
to do, but it reminds me of like big guys. I heard a rumor of God of War Kratos. Don't you damn. Don't
ruin
pick The
it.
Rock. I swear to God, I won't watch it. I don't want to. Honestly, I'm tired of The Rock.
God.
I don't want to see The Rock in anything anymore.
Because he's the Rock in whatever he does.
That's the problem. Is that you don't like. He can't act as anybody else. He's
Get
The
it,
Rock.
Dwayne. I get it, Dwayne.
You're fucking The Rock, bro. I don't care what suit you put on, what fucking the Jungle Cruise shit. He has the same outfit in 7 movies.
Yeah.
And I love all the movies, but they look
Not good, but his motherfucker has the same wardrobe for everyone.
Jumanjis.
It's that stupid fucking like not tank top, the tight shirt.
Yeah.
It's like tan or sweat on it.
He wears that shit for like
I was
7
bro,
different-
that's the same scene.
We don't want to see him.
Standing there looking into the distance in the trees like that.
Pick somebody else. I think Batista should do it, but that's just me.
Batista.
I
Oh.
think Dave Batista should play Kratos.
Yeah, that's a good
Stone
call.
Cold Steve Austin.
Get the fuck out of here.
That'd
What
be
can I get?
crazy. He has
Honestly-
the perfect structure.
No, he
of-
does not.
You gotta be able to act. my nigga.
He can act. He's been in mad movies.
Which one? The only one I can remember, he was racist as fuck.
He's been in mad movies.
Not like
Bedbox
great
movies.
Like
That
wrestling
count.
movies, like WWE
No,
movies.
like Redbox movies, like
those
action
W-
hero.
Those are WWE movies.
like
The-
Bruce
the-
Willis
their
doing like
productions.
17.
Like how John Cena was doing movies.
Same shit. It's like
Right.
Randy Orton does the same thing. They're all WWE movies.
Goldberg.
Yeah, I don't
What
remember.
movie he's in?
I don't know. He's in a couple.
The Longest Yard, that's it? Same
Yeah.
movie as a racist ass fucking Steve.
I know.
Something else. One
I don't know.
of the Marvel shit.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Marvels. I get that.
Beach, the beach or the pool?
The pool. I don't really like sand.
Me too, bro. I don't fuck with sand.
I hate sand.
I don't fuck with sand.
Mad uncomfortable, bro.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Adio lives at the beach.
I love the beach.
You
Like,
rinse
I
it
love
off
the
and it's still in
sand.
your car. Like, what the fuck happened?
Come around to the beach in my later years, but I've
Bro, I
always been
literally,
more of a pool
the
guy.
other day, I
where,
just
where was I? That we pulled out. No, I was at I did a damn, I remember his name. It's a little boy named Xavier. We did a walk for heart disease this weekend. Shout out to them. I'll have the shirt on. It was dirty because it was 90 fucking degrees when I was walking, so I couldn't wear it. I was gonna wear it for the episode, but I needed to be washed.
Yeah.
But shout out to him. And when I opened, I almost forgot where I was going with. And we had to bring like lawn chairs to chill. And I opened it, like, you know what sand came out of my lawn chair when I fucking.
I still got sand
And I
in
haven't
my
been to the
trunk.
beach in like 2 years, bro. Like,
I have sand all over my trunk still.
yo,
See? I can't deal with that.
I can't.
Doesn't go away.
Yo, literally like 2 days ago, I pulled up just to fucking run routes, get the football out. Yeah, I'll get the sand on the feet. And
I'm all
One
set.
with nature.
I'm all set.
Between your toes.
you gotta run in the sand.
DR soon though.
Run in the sand.
DR over there. Sent y'all the details. Yeah, whatever.
They're like, whatever.
Harold's like, ah.
Yeah, whatever. Mexican food or Chinese food? The older I get, the farther away from Chinese food I'm getting.
Honestly, the last time I had Chinese food, it gave me a very bad stomach ache, and it's been a while since I have Chinese food.
I think your
MSG.
body's starting to learn.
I was about to say, you know what I'm saying? You can't eat Chinese food and not need to go to sleep after.
Yeah. Knocks you right out.
Right.
That's magical drug they put in.
Fucking amazing.
It's amazing. Tastes delicious though.
It does. And he's knock out.
All right. Benz or Beamer? Mercedes or BMW?
Benz.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I remember when I was young, but yo, a Beamer. Now it's like everybody got Beamers. Benz is a little.
They both hug curves beautifully, though. That's a fact.
Facts. I've driven
But
both.
yeah.
I love them. And it came up. So if you're a fan of the show, you notice that both consider questions. There are a lot of repeated questions because I gotta do this every week. But I came up with a new one.
Okay,
that I
I
have
like-
not asked yet.
Okay, I like this.
What's this?
Which was a better birthday for you? Your 30th or your 21st?
Damn.
Right? I thought that was a good one. I don't remember either.
Yeah, both were uneventful for me, unfortunately. Sometimes I definitely do not recall.
I can't remember my 21st, so I'm
I'm
gonna say my
either.
30th.
I don't remember 21st at all. I remember 25th.
Because I didn't, you know, when you like turn 21, you want to hit like a bar or something, or like a club.
We were
or
already
I don't know.
drinking by that time.
Yeah, right. I remember I didn't go use my ID for like 6 months till
My 21st birthday, we got kicked out of Hooters. My 30th, I think that was when me and
got
Johnny.
kicked out
I think
of
me and
Hooters.
Johnny was doing a. Imagine that.
Yeah, right.
30th birthday, I got kicked out of Hooters. No, I've been there
It's a
forever.
tradition.
I believe that we were doing. Me and Johnny were doing Thursday nights at at Brothers at that time. I think we were promoting, so I think I might have just turned my 30th birthday into a money situation, and I probably made a good amount of money. So I'm gonna go with my 30th. Were you there?
Yeah, you weren't sober.
Doesn't sound like it.
I went to Cancun. That was crazy.
Oh, you did go.
My 30.
Yo, Ariel, I think you had the best 30th year.
yeah.
Of any person, because like for some reason, like we did everything when he turned 30. We did Cancun, we did DR. I did Jamaica too, but you didn't go. But I did. I celebrated for you.
The concerts. There was like a couple concerts that we
had a good time
on the march and
Actually, I gotta go back on that. My 30th. So my birthday itself, I didn't do anything special. But my shorty actually, she gonna kill me when she hear me call her my shorty. So wifey ended up taking me to
you want me to bleep it? I'll bleep it out. I can bleep it out.
Wifey took me to my first professional boxing match actually at the Barclays Center.
Okay.
It was Keith Thurman's return match against Josecito Lopez.
Oh shit!
I was a big Keith Thurman fan at the time. I'm still a fan of his, but he definitely fell off. But that was definitely the dope. Yeah, so the 30th birthday was definitely the better out of the two, for sure.
Oh, all right. Shout out. Just want you to shout out anybody you want. Shout out Vibe.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out P2P.
Yep, about to start.
You will go and see me and Ariel. Josh will be there at some weeks if the family allows him to be.
Yes. I got 2 kids.
He got 2 kids. We will be covering, I mentioned it last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember which. These episodes all blend together.
Yeah, recently.
We will be announcing the P2P games. There's going to be a game of the week, and me and Ariel are going to be Stan Van Gundy and fucking Mark Jackson, or Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, whatever the fucking combo is. And we're going to announce games. So everybody please pull up. Koki will post what the game of the week is. I'll post the game of the week. And we're going to be on live TV, motherfuckers.
Let's go.
You got any shout-outs?
Shout out to Broadway Boxing and Joe Riccardi, he's my trainer. Dennis Wilcox, my manager. Shout out to Boston Boxing Promotions for putting on this fight coming up on the 14th. Shout out to my son Quinn. Shout out to my lady Sharae. Let's see. Shout out to KMF. As far as the music scene, ST-NAC.
There you go. Yeah. I like it.
Anything else?
Shout out Young Soldier Success Group. Shout out
family.
Shout out family.
Shout out my family, your family, everybody's family,
and
good health and all.
Awesome. No, that is awesome. I didn't want to it sounded like I was just cutting you off. That is awesome. Great.
Kind of rude.
No, I know. I noticed myself. I didn't.
Awesome.
Because I didn't think anybody was going to stop when I said awesome. So, right before we leave, if you haven't noticed, 806 is on TikTok now.
TikTok.
We are putting up our clips that some of you guys, fans of the show, are familiar with. And recent one, we did put a clip up of our trip to Miami watching the World Baseball
Classic clips.
So that was awesome. So look out for that. Please follow us there, and we will be putting up some original content. I have some ideas, so that will be just for TikTok, not just for the podcast. So please make sure you follow that.
You know what else? We reached 106 subscribers
on YouTube. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we finally reached 100 subscribers.
We appreciate. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
We appreciate each and every subscriber, each and every listener. Right? Thank you all very much. I don't know why this became like an inspirational time. It apparently has.
Shout outs,
get emotional.
Shout out Jesus.
I know, I'm sure Ariel and Josh feels the same. We are having the time of our lives doing this podcast, and we appreciate every person who listens and views. Dennis, thank you. Real quick prediction of the fight.
My fight?
Yeah.
First round knockout.
He ain't making it past 3.
Let's go.
Making it past 3.
Let's go.
Wobbly legs.
That boy gonna be Harlem shaking in New Hampshire, baby.
Oh yeah, man down.
Co-host REG, co-host Sanchez. I'm your boy Melly Man. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Take that. Martin Lawrence Part 2.
Fire. 806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, yeah.